Hello everyone. So I have been asked to talk about an American food, and I'm actually going to be giving you guys a recipe. So this is for my French class. This is a part of listening comprehension for English, obviously. So today I'm going to teach you how to make an American staple, which is called mashed potatoes. Specifically, today we're going to be making creamy garlic mashed potatoes. Oh yeah, we're getting fancy. All right, so the things that you will need. So I'm probably going to want to write this down. You're going to need 1 kilogram of potatoes, but remember that Americans don't use kilograms, we use pounds, just so you know, but it's kilograms, it's fine. About 1 kilogram worth of potatoes, which I will show you what you need to cut them up like here in a minute. You are also going to need about 1.5 containers of cream. When I say about, that is an approximation. Okay, it's the same word in French. It's because sometimes you need less and sometimes you need more, and it just depends on what you want. 4 cloves of garlic. Yeah, 4. All right, about 4 tablespoons of butter, and salt, 1 tablespoon, pepper, 1 tablespoon, and parsley, 1 tablespoon. All right, so just to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be needing, okay? We have potato. I wish I could do that really cool thing where like they edit it so that they like snap and it turns into little pieces, but I can't do that. So you have your potato. Oh, I'm just kidding. Haha, look at that. Anyways, so potato. You see how I kind of cut it into pieces? That's going to help you, cook it faster. And so as you notice, I leave the skins on. Why not? You should leave the skins on because that's where all the nutrients are. Yep, right there. And because it makes it look pretty. All right, so I use raclette potatoes because they're red and they're prettier and I think they taste better. You can also use large, normal-sized potato. You're obviously going to use less potatoes, but about the same weight. So there's that. All right, and then about 1.5 containers of cream. Okay. I like crème entière, the fluid. You can use the légère, I think. I don't know, maybe. All right, you can use that, but about 1.5 containers, so that's about half full. This one's full. All right, and then you're gonna use some garlic, so boom, oh, 4 cloves of garlic, okay? And then you're gonna get some butter, boom, oh, about 4 tablespoons of butter. Oh, it's okay, you're fine. All right, you're also gonna need salt, pepper, and parsley, so, those things. Boom! Oh, look, they're already done. So, to repeat the recipe again, you're going to need about 1 kilogram worth of potatoes. You are going to need 1.5 containers of cream. You are going to need 4 cloves of garlic, 4 tablespoons of butter, and 1 tablespoon each of parsley, salt, and pepper. All right. I'm not going to show you the whole process because boiling potatoes takes a very long time, but you get a large pot, you bring water to a boil, and then you boil them for a long time until, as you can see here, the skins are starting to come off and they look very smushy. So at this point, I'm going to drain them. So we're going to see if I can put you guys up here. Maybe. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, we're good. All right, so I'm going to drain these. Try to get most of the water out. Yeah, it's important. All right. So once you have drained them, you turn the heat on low. Turn the heat on low. Okay. Well, once you have drained them, as you can see, my chopped up potatoes that I have already boiled, you are then, let me see if I can get you guys seeing this. All right, potatoes, put them back in the pot. All right. Then you're going to start adding your ingredients. Butter probably going to be the first one that you're wanting to add. There you go. Butter. All right. So I like a lot of butter in my mashed potatoes. You don't have to have a lot of butter, but it's going to taste better. Because that's what we do in America. We add butter to things to make them taste good. All right, now I'm going to add my garlic. That's about as good as it gets. All right. So as you can see now, I have my butter, my garlic, and my potatoes. So in America, we have things that are called potato mashers. We literally have a tool in the kitchen for mashing potatoes. It's got like a handle, and then it's got little squiggly metal parts, and it's strictly for mashing potatoes, but I don't have that here. There are no squiggles that I've been able to find here in France. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna smash them like this with, okay? Just want to crush them. Get them, okay? So I'm gonna put you guys back up here. There you go. This is a two-handed process. All right, so you're gonna be mixing in that butter with the potatoes and the garlic. Just smashing away at them. It's gonna take a while. You can use what is those things? Electric mixers, if you're fancy and have one of those. I don't have one of those, but I do have this lovely thing here. So I'm just gonna smash it until it becomes kind of a puree paste-ish. All right, so far the recipe has been 1 kilogram of potatoes, 4 tablespoons of butter, 4 cloves of garlic, and just for clarification, this is what we call a clove, okay? 1 clove. I used 4. All right, 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of parsley. So you're gonna get that all smashed up. And once you've started to get it to where there's not big pieces anymore, okay, it's starting to get all smashed. All right. You are going to start adding your cream. Now, some people like their mashed potatoes really creamy. I don't, because then it's super like liquid and then you're not actually tasting the potatoes. All right. So I'm mixing that up. Yeah, it takes a long time. All right, gonna get the cream. Gonna add some cream in there. You probably want to start off by using about half of a container first and then mixing it in, because if you add too much, then you can't add more potatoes. I mean, technically you can, but that's hard. So you start mixing that in there, and it's going to mix in with the potatoes. And as you can see, okay, starts mixing in with the potatoes and makes it what we call creamy. Creamy. I'm gonna add the rest of the cream. Okay. So then you mix that in, continuing to smash or mash the potatoes. So far the steps have been: cut up your potatoes into pieces, then boil the potatoes until the skin starts to peel away, drain the potatoes, put the potatoes back in the container, add your butter and your garlic, and then smash them. Okay? Because if you don't smash them very well, you end up with what we call chunky mashed potatoes, which is okay. Some people like that, but most people don't. So just keep smashing it. Alright, so now you're going to want to add the other half of the cream slowly, because you don't want it to be too creamy. So I'm going to add about 1/4 of the container and start mixing it in there. As you can see, now we're starting to get somewhere. Just to explain to you, mashed potatoes are an American staple. We love mashed potatoes. Typically they are served with a sauce that was created from meat, which is called a gravy. Again, a sauce that is created from the oil, the juices from meat, and it is called a gravy. So we eat mashed potatoes with a lot of things. We typically eat it for Thanksgiving. Sometimes we eat it for Christmas. We eat that at KFC. Yeah, that was us. Okay. So again, just mixing in potatoes. Okay. I'm gonna add the rest of that half container of cream. All right. Gonna mix that in. Again, continually mashing those potatoes, which is why they're called mashed potatoes. All right. Now that I've added my sufficient amount of cream, and again, you may like potatoes that are creamier, I don't. I've added a good amount of cream, and it's starting to look like mashed potatoes now. So this is what it should look like. Yeah. I just made a mess. That's fine. I'm gonna clean it up because that's what responsible adults do when they're cooking. So mix it all in there, and now I'm gonna add my seasonings, which of course I've left right there. Okay, that tickles. All right, so I've added my 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1 tablespoon of pepper, and 1 tablespoon of salt. And then I'm just gonna mix all of that in there until all the spices are well mixed. Now you don't have to add parsley either, honestly. Parsley's just kind of nice because it gives it those little cute flakes. And I like to have the cute little cute flakes. But I think it tastes good too. All right, so now, too much pepper. Bless me. So, now it's pretty much done. Now, you can also add things like creme fraiche, or as we have it in America, sour cream. Sometimes you can add cream cheese, Philadelphia. Yeah, you can add that too. Whatever you really want, but that's the basics. That is the basics for a creamy garlic mashed potatoes. So, thank you so much, and bon appetit.